Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of A to Z Mega Madness. This time we are featuring Mega Chandelure, one of the more underutilized megas, and maybe there's a reason for that, but we're gonna tell the naysayers they are wrong. So, I'm David Partington, I'm one of the VGC casters for Pokémon, and this is an A to Z series where we go through every single mega in alphabetical order, making a new team for each episode. So, here is the rental code on your screen for you, and if you want to try this out. But you may want to watch the games after this as well, because it will really show you how to use it. Hopefully if they go well. Well, so we've got Chandelure, of course, along with Altaria, Klefki, Meowscarada, Milotic, and Sneasler. So, the way this works is that obviously Chandelure is a fire type, right? And a Mega Evolution. So it's very much fighting for a spot alongside Charizard, isn't it? That's going to be the main thing. So what does Chandelure do that Charizard doesn't? Calm Mind. It can set up. And with being a ghost type as well, it's immune to fake out, so it's quite a useful Pokemon that can do that. Now, what I wanted to try and make sure though is it isn't stopped easily by rain. And that could have been like running my own Sun, like Torkoal or Ninetales that I thought about. But I was like, what if we go with Cloud9? I was looking at Drampa, but I thought I'd land on Altaria here, because it's a really good support option and works really well with the rest of the team too, which we will see why. So it's got speed control with Tailwind, and it's got damage control with Will-O-Wisp on the physical side, because Chandelure can then boost it the special side with Calm Mind. So we've got that sort of synergy going on. You also got Brave Bird to kind of help deal with some more frailer Pokemon, because Altaria's attack is terrible. So Sneasler, most Sneasler will go down in one hit, and it chunks kind of Whimsicott and Sinister for decent damage too, which is always nice. But yeah, with the Cloud9, you can't suddenly bring in Rain and just shut off Chandelure's ability to do stuff. And it's particularly useful to say Pelipper, because suddenly Weather Ball becomes a normal move, and then Hurricane is not even accurate. So it's really useful. But what Altaria pairs very nicely with is the Pokemon below it, which is Meowscarada. So think of all the Pokemon that really benefit from the weather, or weather duos that you think of. You've got Charizard Y and Venusaur, Chlorophyll. You've got Tyranitar and Excadrill. You've maybe got Pelipper and Swampert, for instance. And Meowscarada actually has a very good matchup into almost all of them. So, if you've got Meowscarada in front of Charizard Y and Venusaur, you can turn off the sun, and then suddenly Meowscarada can KO Venusaur through the sash with the Protein Triple Axle. If you've got Pelipper Swampert in front of you, you can throw in Altaria, shut off the rain, and Meowscarada will outspeed and one-hit KO the Mega Swampert with Flower Trick, and then survive a Hurricane if it happens to hit with the Focus Sash. And then you've also got a decent matchup into Basculegion as well, because you naturally outspeed, you can hit with Cloud Trick and Throat Chop, which are really powerful. And versus Sand, that's a little bit trickier, to be fair. But you still then at least outspeed and win the trade-off versus Excadrill and still hit Tyranitar for really good damage with Flower Trick. So it's that duo that is really, really potent, I think, in my practice. And then Chandelure is kind of a good setup sweeper once kind of Meowscarada has cleared the way. To help it do that, Klefki is here as well, with Screens, Dazzling Gleam, and Trick Room, which is one of the only pranks users to be able to have access to that, and as well as dual screens. Also kind of helps with the fairy weakness that's kind of sort of there-ish as well. Because Altaria, Meowscarada, and Sneasler, Sneasler's obviously decent into them too, but it still takes a chunk from them, Bloette, Sylveon, for instance, too. And then, just because Incineroar's quite annoying, Milotic is here too. And also can benefit from Cloud9 the other way around. So it can hit into Charizard Y teams or any other Sun teams, even if the Sun is up, because Cloud9 can then support that. Which is why Milotic this week is quite offensive. Chandelure is very bulky. It is able to survive a Life Orb, Kingambit, Sucker Punch, which is very useful, because you often want to actually be hitting the Kingambit with your bio moves. So if you can't actually take a hit back, then what are you doing? And then the speed, once it Mega Evolves, because Chandelure gains a little bit of speed when it Mega Evolves, hits 115. So Altaria hits 114, and then Milotic hits 113. Basically because at least 113 means you can outspeed Garchomp after a -1 speed drop on that Pokemon, which might come from Milotic's Icy Wind. And then on top of that, you can then also outspeed Mega Aerodactyl and Tailwind. And then rest up into special attack for Chandelure. For Altaria, that's enough defense to survive a Life Orb Dragon Claw from Garchomp. For Klefki, that's enough to survive an Earthquake from Life Orb Garchomp. And Meowscarada is Jolly Max Speed, so that you can outspeed a lot of the Raichus, Sneasler, and still get the necessary KOs that you need. Throat Chop specifically as well, because you want to hit the Mega Frostlass, for instance, because Knockoff doesn't do enough damage to it because it's got a Holding a Mega Stone, which you can't knock off. And so you can only get the damage boost on Knockoff when you knock off an item. That's why Throat Chop is used here instead. And then Sneasler is pretty standard, just pretty fast, pretty powerful. Just does what it needs to do. Not too worried about it staying around at all. And then Milotic has enough special attack to one-hit KO the bulky Garchomps with Ice Beam, as well as one-hit KO most Torkoal Scald once the Cloud9 is active, and has basically enough. The rest is kind of dumped into bulk after the speed tier is kind of hit. And generally, you just need a lot of special attack to be able to put things in range of a few other attacks on the team to KO like Charizard and mainly Charizard really with the Cloud9 up. So yeah, that is the team. I'm really excited to give it more of a go now because in practice it seemed to go alright. So yeah, hopefully actually on the ladder itself it would be pretty good too. So here we go. Okay, looks like we've got a Sand team. Only standard one, I think. Golden Go, Excadrill, Aerodactyl, Sinistcha, Glimmora, and Tyranitar. Chandelure doesn't tend to be very good into sand. It's got a good few super effective hits, but it just takes so much damage from everything. In theory, I think all 6 Pokemon will have something super effective on Chandelure here. Yeah, I think they would. Maybe Sinistcha, maybe not so much, unlike Chandelure, but it could. Yeah. And that's not because of, like, the sand being up or anything. It's just the nature of what the Pokemon are. I think definitely Klefki in the lead. It kind of looks alright. I kind of need Chandelure or the Meowscarada for the Golden Go. Bring Chandelure, because it's the Chandelure team. And then... There's a few things that it hits here. Yeah, so gotta watch out for the Golden Go, I think. I need to save Chandelure for that, if that comes. I don't mind this lead too much, because we can get up a nice Reflect. Scald something, and maybe get a burn, which would be huge if we do. So what would I rather hit? Probably Excadrill, because it could have a Focus Sash, where a Tyranitar I can one-hit KO with close combat. That's good. Yes, should be taking these for... So this is Earthquake, yeah. I don't know how much Klefki would take. 50%? Yeah, right around that. Okay, good Scald. Right down to what is probably a Sash. Cool. Burn. 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 No, that's right. Block Blast. Okay. I'm trying to think if it's worth getting Trick Room up or not. With extra out of the way, it'll be not as needed. I'm going to attempt to get a light screen up for like, because I might need it later basically. And then I'm going to Scald to try and start. Staying in with both, it looks like, alright. Megas. Guitar. I can play through it. Okay, so maybe I should have Icy Winded here. It's alright. Oh, they just had to put their own crowns up. Alright. 50 spikes, wow. That's a lot. Did I crit my Milotic? Or was it just that much damage? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you, Citrus. We almost get the Tyranitar. That wants to get a burn? No. So it's nice damage, isn't it? But like, because it's not the KO on either, it's not great. If I hadn't been there, that would have been amazing. It's likely a protect. Yeah. I just don't want to go down quite yet, so just use two at once. I don't think. Whereas with this, I can then get in Sneasler. We're almost at the point where we've stalled out Sand. It's getting low. Yeah, Sand 2 turns. Yeah, Sneasler. Wah, wah. Right, fake out Extra Drill. I might Ice Beam instead. Just because of what could come in the back. Well, I don't know if I want to reveal more moves. But it looks like I should have Ice Beam. I should have Ice Beam. I know. Okay. Okay, it's alright. I think we've got the right fake out target. Yet another Scald. Like, recover would have been nice from there. There's the burn on something that's not quite as useful for. That's alright. Right, Steve's taking a bit of damage. Milo taking a bit of damage, almost gone. But Sandstorm will subside this turn and you don't get the chip on the final turn of Sand. Okay, Chandelure's still in the back. Yeah, gonna protect from the final turn of Sand. And do we let Milotic go down? Probably. It's just so weak, isn't it? Yeah, I'll attempt an Icy Wind. I think Milotic's gonna go down here. Nice, yep. So Icy Wind should get around that. But is it another Earthquake? Yes. That's right, this Extra Drill's probably been doing more damage to my opponent's team than I have. Of course, what's tricky there is it can still Rage Powder next turn. He's still got Reflect up. The Chandelure should be able to take a hit. Okay. Crownton's also still in the back, so like I'm wondering whether to double protect here. Or if I think Sneasler can survive. Definitely can. I've got like no bulk on this Sneasler. I'm going to attempt it. Just in case they don't win. Just in case they overextend. I'm just going to like assume that I wouldn't have got double protect. Mega Chandelure, here we go. So, I'd like to see if they overextended. Okay, that's pretty huge. Can we connect this heat wave though? Because it's nasty to see a trick room here. Yeah. Okay. Heat wave. Yes. Ooh, okay, we're back in this. We are back. Push it down. So Triantar and something else. Okay, that was a big swing. Blim. Okay. We've not. Oh yeah, we have seen a Focus Sash, so this isn't Focus Sash Glimora. So a tricky pairing of Pokemon to deal with. Do I think Chandelure is faster? Than Rattata. It could be. Will I attack regardless anyway? Like I need 2 attacks into Glimora anyway. So I think it might as well be this. Okay, that's alright. So they probably think they're slow. Right. Okay, that's good damage. That should be Heat Wave range, even with the Sand Boost, because this is a Chandelure. Oh, such as very no. Okay, that's not enough now. But it's just a Gleam. Okay. I'll take a Gleam. Even if it's a crit on my Chandelure. Yeah, but it's a KO, so it doesn't really matter if this hits or not, really. Yeah. Cool. The Sand Chip. But yeah, now we can play it pretty straight down the line, I think. Unless, like, double protects get involved here, should be okay. So I'm going to just Dire Claw, Triantar. I'm going to Shadow Ball, Swim. Like with Light Screen up, I should be able, like, knowing this is like Stitch Sparrow, not like Life or Glimora. Chandelure should still survive. It's got some decent bulk. Yeah. In this way as well, I'm not relying on Chandelure being the one that outspeeds Tyranitar, only to then get, like, Stone Edged or something. Yeah. Well, Tyranitar. And Chandelure versus the team that had super effective moves on everything. I think it was going to take the win. Yeah, but not even too shocked in me there. There it is. A bit of a spin to it as well. Takes the win. GG's. So, the Red Goblin has Sinistcha, Garchomp, Goldengo, Grimmsnarl, Thraptor, and Raichu. Okay, so face talent competition. What do we bring? Chandelure has a few things to worry about. I think we want Klefki leads. Maybe alongside... Yeah, Shandy. Yeah, this isn't a great matchup. Which is not unfortunate. Which is unfortunate, sorry, because this is standard. Could also lead my low tick, but then like just doesn't do anything into like a Raichu lead. Nah, I will do. I can Icy Wind it. And then take Meowscarab on the back. Yeah, Sneasel doesn't feel great into Golden Go. But I can't touch it at all. Nor into Garchomp. Teasler. Sorry, I have Sinistcha. I always mix up Sneasler and Sinistcha. Okay, why'd you do it? This is kind of what I expected. So... Get Trick Room now. Could attack. Just light screen. Yeah. Let's light screen. And let's Gold Rim Cell. Then we'll think about going quickly in another stage. Yeah, like a burn on Grip Cell would be great. Just make it completely useless. So yeah, screens, not something I'm too worried about, honestly. Because Mega Chandelure has been great. Yeah, that's a lot, isn't it? Okay, Milo Tick. Milo Tick. Thank you. The burn would be great as well. Burn would be good too. Burn. No. Right, Quick Room, Protect. Fine. Fine. Alright. Goodbye, Milo Tick. Fine. Not the end of the world. Because I now actually get into Chandelure with like 4 turns of like fresh Trick Room where I actually ignore the screen for screen size setup. Yeah, I'm not too mad about this now. Okay. Now, what I want to try and count actually is how much I actually do to a Raichu. So if they're bulky, I'm definitely not KOing with a Dazzling Gleam on top. If they're not bulky at all, I'm probably still not KOing. So basically what I'm wondering is, like, should I go for a Calm Mind? And I think the answer is yes. I think I Calm Mind here. So I'm going to Gleam. I'm going to Calm Mind. Dazzling Gleam is just like minimum, like maybe. Oh, and Party Shot as well. Yeah, that'll definitely make a difference. Okay, so I'm definitely glad I Calm Minded. I'll just stay in as well. Yeah, potentially Dazzling Gleam's like doing 20 to 25 probably. So I need to be doing like at least like 80 really. My Chandelure. Which yeah, I'm definitely not doing without more boosts. Okay, a little bit of chip. Okay, so I do like 18. So I think that is quite a bulky Raichu. No, it's got a light clean up, duh. Because that kind of comes out again, that's alright. So if they've got light screen, they're probably not a bulky Raichu. Okay, interesting. So if they're not a bulky Raichu, then there's a chance I can KO Shadow Ball, but like probably not still. But if I just Dazzling Gleam, I should be fine. And I'm going to use Heat Wave as well, because I want to just hit this Golden Gale for obvious reasons. Heat Wave comes out. Very nice. Woo! Oh, Golden Gleam's so sad when it goes down. Becky gets a KO. Very nice. Love this duo. Candles and keys. Keys and candles. Come get your keys and candles. Your candles and keys. Two for $5, one for £1. Keys and candles. Finisher and Grips are coming now. Happy to see that. That's not a lot of offense. I've Masquerade on the back, which is looking pretty niche as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's just looking good. Let's continue with the offense, I think. Start doing some damage. Grimsalt's going to be the main thing I need to start doing damage into now, given what happened back. Oh, it's Fake Out. Fake Out screens Parting Shot, and that is it. Wow. It has no attacks. Pretty much. Great damage there from Chandelure. Switch to Shadow Balls, but I don't think he's going to do a lot. Yeah, we'll take another one. I'm appreciating this paralysis, by the way. Thank you very much. Let's keep up the onslaught. Boom! Beware! Yeah, I'm impressed with Chandelure. It's bulky, especially behind greens and stuff. Yeah, that's all that this Grimstar can do. I mean, it should be parting shotting actually, but anyway. Yeah, as soon as she goes down, and I think Lefty's going to get yet another KO. Doesn't gleam. GG's. Chandelure for the win again. Yeah. It's its own thing. It's good. Right. Forest Lass, King Gambit, Bass Legion, Ninetales Alolan form, Arcanine Hisuian form, and Sinister, probably Phony form. Or, what's the word? Phony is like Poltergeist, isn't it? It's like, I can't remember. Counterfeit? I don't know, can't remember. Right. There is some weather. The advantage of Chandelure, Altaria, is that it pairs really well with Meowscarada. So, like, Meowscarada can get the one-hit KO on Frostlass if the snow is turned off, which is really nice when it happens. I think it needs to come anyway, because Basque Legion's there. I don't think it'd be too bad in the lead to get, like, a surprise KO. Maybe alongside Lefty, Chandelure, and yeah, Altaria in the back. Yeah, let's see if we get a surprise KO here. That'd be very nice of our opponent to do that. Good luck, have fun. The Ultra Trainer. There's World Class. I think we're gonna do the thing. Yeah, we've got to do it. Throat Chop. Maybe they're scared of me though. So good at it though. Let's do it. He's coming back. Okay, that means Frostlass is probably not coming back. And then go on, go for that Mega Evolution. You know you want to. And Gambit switches. That's okay. Switch coming in. Mega Evolves. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. You want to go and get that Snow Boost and attack my two very weak ice types. Wait, Pokemon weak ice. Throw Jump. Comes out. Protein activates. Dark type. What the you? That is exactly what I was thinking about for this team. Oh, beautiful. Just what we want to see. Woo! Alright, Mascot's in fantastic position to just keep doing just that. So... I think we continue to throat chop. Maybe Tailwind? Although Sinister's on the field right now, isn't it? Oh, Breakbird. Split the diff. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not grass type anymore. Okay, that's alright. Needs to be throat chop either way. Wow, that doesn't do a lot at all. Spec something out. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, Altaria is not the most offensive. Let's see if this okay. Well, we know another throat chop's enough. And we also know this Basque Legion's not Choice Scarf, at least not a fast Choice Scarf. Is it worth saving Altaria? No, I'm going to say it doesn't. Because if Bastion wants to go on the defensive, yeah, Altaria actually can get the KO here instead. Whereas if I switch, yeah, since she would be in a tricky position right now. Yeah, let's go, Altaria. Good job, you big brain bird. I didn't expect Altaria to be getting KOs. Okay, I'm still yet to bring out Chandelure. Okay, next up. So I want to get rid of this Basque Legion. Maybe now's the time for Tailwind? I could also Will-O-Wisp. That's another option. I think what Tailwind gives me here. I think Will-O-Wisp is probably safer. Yeah, Cyclops to one. Masquerada, fine. Really good damage. Yeah, but yeah, maybe I should have Brave Birded that slot instead. Wave Crash, that'll definitely be enough, because I'm not Grass type anymore. But because it's Wave Crash, that means Recoil. This Legion goes down. Altaria? Unfortunate. Right. So, I've trained my Chandelure to be bulky enough to provide a Life Orb in Gambit Sucker Punch. So, I think we just go with Chandelure. I think if there's an advantage to getting left first. Like, what I wouldn't want is for this King Garrett to start setting up in front of my Altaria duo. So, yeah, let's do it this way. So, we're going to Mega and Heat Wave. I'm going to attempt to Will-O-Wisp again. As long as we just get a load of chunk of damage down this King Gambit, Klefki should be able to finish it off. We should whittle it down. Yeah, this is why Chandelure is wrapped, okay? It should live the hit. And it should also outspeed max speed Jolly King Gambit as well. If barring crits, we should be good. Hope I didn't speak it into existence. Come on. Could be Okka. Altaria. So good, Altaria. Apart from missing that Will-O-Wisp. That was bad. And there we go. Big fire. E-Wave comes out. Okay, the name Sucker. Yes, Kick Out gets down. Thanks to Chandelure getting this final KO. Woo! Very happy to see that. GG's. So there's the team. Really, really fun actually, wasn't it? Like, that Chandelure was just so bulky and was able to just take so many hits when it wasn't getting critical hit, of course. But I think the Altaria Masquerada things, there's something going on there. I think there is a lot of potential with it. I think the team could often be very different, and I think Chandelure could be run very different too. You could run just Tailwind 3 attacks, for instance. You could run very slow. You could run Trick Room itself. You could run it on a Sun team. Either way, it's a good typing, very offensive, and I think surprisingly bulky. And no one's going to see it coming. So give it a go if you haven't tried already. There's the rental code on your screen right there if you want to try it out. The last 10 teams on my channel of the A to Z series are always live. But because that's the maximum number that Pokémon Champions allows you to store. So the last 10 are always there to give it a go if you want to try them out. So please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed the episode, and I shall see you next time for the next one in our series, which is Mega Charizard X. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.